All right, our mathematicians, Ava and Mrs. Dorn here, and I know you are watching this on your own. I know you are, and I'm so proud of you, and so is Ava, right, Ava? My goodness, yes, she's so proud of you. So I still, even though we can't see you, count with us, because isn't it more fun? It's so much more fun when we're all doing it together. So let's go ahead and let's count by tens and grow that number. So if we were, remember, if we were going to use a symbol, we would use that plus sign, wouldn't we? Let's go ahead and count by tens. Are you ready? Here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And remember, you can use some of the sounds that you've learned. I know a lot of our friends even count by tens like this. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. And if you're in my class, remember, there's tons of those counting videos. Check them out, because it is kind of fun to, don't you think, Ava, to have like a song to do it too. So let's do our fives too. I know kindergarten doesn't need to necessarily do fives, but let's face it, a lot of you can. So see if you can count by fives with us. Are you ready, Ava? Here we go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Woo! Good job. I think our math minds are pretty warmed up. So what we're going to do is, if you are in my class, you're going to need to get out your blue folder, because we're going to be doing some paperwork. I'm going to do the first few with you, but then you'll probably need a grown-up help for that. So when your grown-up has time, definitely work on this. This is I'm excited for today, because I'm not going to lie to you. You guys taught me more kindergarten than I probably taught you. I'm used to first and second graders, and to me, this is something that first and second graders do. So make sure your eyes are watching, your ears are listening, your voices are quiet, and your bodies are still, because we're going to be doing some pretty serious work right now. So Ava and we are going to share our screen with you, and we're going to hope that it works. And it does. Yay! All right, Ava's going to go ahead and sit over here and watch as we work. But we have some number stories with symbols. And if you remember last time, we talked about those symbols. And when we added numbers up, do you remember what happened? Our numbers got bigger. And when we used our minus sign, they got smaller. So we're going to be doing something called number stories. And sometimes, and I know a lot of you will be able to do this, some of you just in your head, but we're going to practice you writing those symbols, drawing pictures, so we can really show our thinking. This is really a hard thing to do, to show others what we're thinking and how we solve problems. But I think if we do it together, it will work. I'm going to try and zoom this in a little bit so we can see a little bit better here. One more. There we go. All right. So just like we've practiced, boys and girls, I would love for you to put your name at the top, put the date in, because that's always such good practice and so important for your teachers. And it's also great practice. Now, the first thing it says, there were 5 bunnies in my yard and 2 bunnies hopped away. How many bunnies are left? So I'm going to just first of all look at these 2 numbers that I have here. 5 bunnies were in my yard and 2 hopped away. So I saw the number 5 and I saw the number 2, and I need to think about what symbol is going to be in there. So I want you to think about it. There were 5 bunnies in the yard and 2 hopped away. Are there less bunnies now or more bunnies? There are less bunnies, right? Because 2 have left. So the symbol for less or taking away is that minus sign. So we're going to have to figure out what 5 minus 2 is. And I'm going to put that, remember, that other symbol equals, because whatever I come up with on this side, I need to put that number on the other side. So to do this, you can draw a picture. Now, you are all much better artists than I. I'm going to go a little bit faster. So I'm going to just make my bunnies circles, pretend they're circles. So I'm going to pretend there were 5 bunnies in my yard. So I'm going to draw these 5 bunnies. Maybe I'll give them ears too, because, I can't just make them circles, right? So I'll make these little bunnies. Here's my little 5. And then, so See, I'm using a problem solving strategy so that I can really solve this problem. I've got 5 bunnies in my yard and it says 2 bunnies hopped away. So I think I'm going to circle 2 of them and maybe I'll draw an arrow where they're going to hop away somewhere else. And then it says how many bunnies are left. So if these 2 left and they hopped away, how many do I have left? I have 1, 2, 3. So my number sentence, or sometimes people will call this a number model. It has a lot of different words to it. Equation is a big word that sometimes people use. 5 minus 2 equals 3. So I want you to practice writing this out and drawing that picture, okay? Let's do a couple more, but you're going to be able to do some of these on your own too. But let's practice this again. And again, you could just be watching me. You don't need to do this. You can always watch the video again if you want to and pause it and we can do it together. That's fine too. But this says there were 3 pencils in the prize box. My teacher added 4 more. How many pencils are in the prize box? So let's think about those numbers that I saw, and I can pull them out pretty quickly because I know the difference between numbers and letters. So we know we started with 3 pencils, and then we know there's 4 more. Now I want you to think about it. There were 3 pencils in the prize box, and the teacher added 4 more. Did that number get bigger or smaller? Are there more pencils now or less? There are more pencils. So if I want it to grow, just like that growing train the other day, we're going to want to put a plus symbol there. And then I'm going to put my equal symbol, remember, because whatever's on this side is on that side. So let's start out first with the 3 pencils that are in the prize box. I'm going to go ahead and draw 3 pencils. 1, 2, 3. And remember, you don't have to make your pictures perfect. Again, I could have done this even with circles. It's still going to work okay. And then my teacher added 4 more. So now I'm going to put in the ones that my teacher added. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. And now I've got all these pencils that are in the prize box. I had to see how many there are so I can count them up. Now remember, I can subratize, right? Because I know I did 3 right away. So I'm going to go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the answer to that is 7. If I didn't want to subratize, or if you're not quite there yet, remember, you can still count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's do one last one because, you know, I do really love these, but you've got to really be thinking. That's why we had to warm up our math brain so well. So this says Jen had 10 stickers. Oh, I love stickers. She had 3 stickers on her shirt. How many stickers were not on her shirt? Ooh, we got to think about this. So I see my 2 numbers there. Do you see the 10 and the 3? Okay, so let's think about this. We know there were 10 stickers and there were 3, excuse me, on her shirt. Okay, so I have to think about this. So she's got 10 stickers all together. 3 are on her shirt. That means some are probably not on her shirt. So is there going to be more or less than 10 stickers that are not on her shirt? What do you think? Less stickers. So there are 10 stickers and 3 on her shirt. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to draw her shirt right now. You can draw it if you want, or you could even just do a circle if you wanted. And I'm going to put 3 stickers on her shirt. 1, 2, 3. Whoops. We already said it's going to be getting smaller because there's not going to be as many stickers off of her shirt. So she's got 3 here. And then I need to count up to 10. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you know what mathematicians do too? They always double check. I've told some of my friends in this classroom before that I've had a lot of smart kids that I've taught, And one of the very smartest kids I ever taught actually went to a university called Harvard, which is for super smart people. And she was always the last person to turn in her work. Always. You know why? Because she was double checking her stuff, which is super smart. So I'm going to double check because I should have 10 stickers here all together. So let me see if I've got 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I did put 10 stickers down. I made sure that 3 of them were on her shirt. So now I need to figure out how many were not on her shirt. So I'm going to count these up. So let's count these up and see what we get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there we go. Look at that. 7. So again, that number got smaller. That's why I can see that subtraction symbol right there. So boys and girls, today, and I know I'm not with you, even though, gosh, I wish I were. What I would love for you to do is do those pages. You've got 2 pages in there. And, have your grown-up help you. They're going to need to help you to read it and really talk it through. And I want you to take the time. I want you to think. And I want you to try to imagine it in your head, because sometimes when you can imagine it in your head, that helps too. So imagine it in your head. Draw it on your picture. Drawing it is going to really help you get your thinking out of your brain, because we want to get it out of our brain to let other people know our thinking. So boys and girls, super proud of you. As many of you know, this is our last kindergarten lesson together because I am having to change classes and I'm going to miss you so much. And I know, Ava, are you going to miss them too? Oh my gosh, she's going to miss you guys so much. She has loved, I'm not going to say it right now. I know you're probably saying it at home, but she's feeling kind of sad. So should I tell her what I'm going to make her for lunch? All right, Ava, we're going to make you some, say it with me, macaroni and cheese. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're going to cover her ears up because I know some of you are saying that. We know how much Ava loves macaroni and cheese from one of our very first lessons when we were doing those noodles together. So boys and girls, wishing you well from Mrs. Doran and from Ava. You are amazing mathematicians. Keep practicing, keep counting, keep thinking of those numbers, and keep having a lot of fun. We miss you. We will miss you. We love you, and keep doing awesome. We'll see you later.